Nityanandam. With deep gratitude to my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you to the series of Manifesting Shaktis for Dummies. As we move into the second half of the 21st century, our country, our dear country, India, has seen amazing transformation. Physically, you can see the transitions it's undergone, the birth of literally a new nation. It has undergone. You can see through the physical rises of these multi-story structures, the way we live, our food, everything has gone through a drastic, dramatic transformation. Some, of course, the infrastructure, the supports, all that has been amazingly westernized and been very good for the country's economy, for the future of the economical future of the country. But these very corporates, these very MNCs, this very transition, the physical transition you see from India, which has given birth to a completely new economy, a completely new thinking, has taken us so far away from the source, the origin, the source of my country. My country, India, was known not for its wealth, not for its infrastructure only, but for the beautiful people, the humane people it had, the highest of human consciousness that people used to live in, and the living enlightenment, the signs of enlightenment, the great siddhas, the great gurus, the great incarnations who walked the length and breadth of this country, and from this country spread the signs of enlightenment to the farmost countries and had an impact even in the most hard-hitting communist countries like China. Someone from India, a very small village in one extreme corner of a continent, not in a continent, a subcontinent, moves all the way from here into China, which is a hardcore communist nation, and has left an impact of our culture, our dharma, our thought process. Our culture is nothing but the thought process, the thoughts of going to the highest of your consciousness. So while on the one side, economically, fiscally, that is FISCALLY and CALY physically, and maybe financially, we may be moving to a better world, if that's how we perceive it. But I don't see it as a better world. We may be having more employment, we may be having, well, I really don't know if we really have more employment nowadays. We may be having more entertainments, we may be having more food outlets, we may be having so many choices outside in the world, but it has not led to producing better human beings. Human beings who have concern for the other person. Today we go to KFC outlets, pizza outlets, you see people everywhere on apartments and in apartment blocks. How many of us know our neighbors? How far away we are moving from each other is what we need to see. Just the development of a nation, the infrastructural development of a nation does not mean that the consciousness of the nation has also improved. If you actually see, the consciousness of a nation has degraded because we have moved so far away from the source of our identity, the source of our India, the source of our pride, the source of our knowledge, the source of our intelligence, the source of our wisdom was our culture. If 50 years ago, men and women from India went to US, went to UK, went to Russia or went to China and have left a mark, have created societies, have created an impact that Indians are the most intelligent, the most strategic people ever. It is not just the education that has given them that, but the upbringing, the culture which teaches them intrinsically itself. Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma teaches you how to make your life including, not excluding. It's only the Western thought process or the Western lifestyle that has taught us nuclear families, single parenting, dysfunctional society, which is where we are all heading towards, and most of us are already there. Whereas our culture always spoke about joint families and accepting the other person as they are and traveling this life with them. This was because all of us at that point of time, one point of time, were guided by the gurus who had no hidden agenda or selfish motive other than enlightenment for all human beings. Even my pre-monastic mother, if I remember correctly, all her life she had a book about a lady saint called Sita, I think Sita, from Andhra Pradesh, from her tiny village in Andhra. She always used to read that one book. I think she carried it for till her demise, which was a couple of years ago, and she would always read from that book and teach us the values of human beings, the value of human life. Today we have lost, first of all, the patience to listen to our wise elders who has ancient wisdom of teaching us and passing us the value of human beings. And if we have lost the patience, which has led to single families, nuclear families, and eventually dysfunctional families. 2, neither do we have the intelligence or the understanding that we are missing our basic humanity and we need help to regain that humanity. We are always blaming people. Oh, that fellow, look at how violent he is, that is why he beats up people. Oh, look at that fellow, how he is. I can't understand how he was brought up. But what do you do when you are faced with such situations? How many of us have seen on channels and newspapers that people just walk by when someone is bleeding to death, when a lady is being molested? Nobody cares. When a man is being beaten up by 4 people, there will be 100 people watching. Is it a TV show? We have lost the human connection and the value for human life because we have moved so far away from the source of our dharma, our culture, our life, the very essence of India, the very essence of its people was the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which taught us that we are not just man. We do not have sin and guilt. We are higher than man. We are gods. You have just taken this birth to look in and reconnect to that God inside of you. This is not a battle of he saying he's God, then how can he be God? He is human being. No. What Swamiji, my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji is telling again and again is, Swamiji says he is not here to prove he is God. He is here to prove that you are God, which is why through his Diksha, just by his Diksha, people are able to manifest the extraordinary Shaktis. It is not to prove that he is God. It is to prove to you that you are not just the normal, mundane, boring human being that you think you are. You are someone extraordinary. Go in search of that extraordinary being inside of you and start expressing the superhuman qualities inside of you. This is again, Swamiji has said many times, this has been taught to us, taught to our elders, ancient elders I would say, by their gurus in the Gurukul. The science of completion was taught to them. That is when they would manifest these Shaktis. The science of completion or manifesting Shaktis again is not a new concept, is not a neo-Hinduism based lifestyle. No, it's an authentic wisdom which was given to us by Lord Sadashiva himself. If you all want to refer, you can go to reading the Shiva Agamas, where Shiva says, Lord Shiva tells that every human being has the capacity to express more than 460 extraordinary powers from within himself. But there is a certain lifestyle you need to follow, and the most important is being the Diksha of a Guru. Once you get the Diksha of a Guru, being integrated to the Guru is the only source of your humanity. Manifesting Shaktis will make you believe that you can be a good human being and be successful human being. Many of us I have seen tend to withdraw from people, tend to withdraw from life, thinking, oh, that fellow is going to cheat us. Oh, this woman is going to cheat us. No, 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 no. I should not be too friendly. If I'm too friendly, you know what happens? People will take advantage of me. They will get all the work out of me, but will never help me when I need them. Even if people are like that, that is no reason for you to lose your good self. And what happens is you tend to lose yourself so far away, you do not know the way back home. The way back home is the signs of completion. The home is the God in you, is how Swamiji's taught us repeatedly. And who will show me the way back home? Only the person who has walked the path. And for us, it is my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji. The source of manifesting Shaktis is one, you yourself. The signs of manifesting of Shaktis is Lord Sadashiva himself, which is now being revived, reintroduced and legitimized by my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji. Swamiji is legitimizing this science because so that none of y'all will be able to rubbish it away saying it's a myth, it's a blind faith. When I was a child, I always used to believe I never had answers why I had to follow Hinduism. So for a few days I became an atheist, an interesting atheist who would always go around fighting the war saying, oh, there is no God, God is a statue, he's a stone, you know, what are you guys talking about? Why do I need God in my life when I'm being so successful and I'm getting what I want in life? I don't need God. But by denying the God outside of you, you start denying the God inside of you. God is nothing but your highest consciousness reflected in the form of a deity, which when you stand in front of the deity, it reminds you, it ignites the highest of consciousness inside of you, the superconscious inside of you. That is the source. Only a Guru can make you experience that highest of consciousness inside of you, and make it a permanent way of life for you. If you want to experience the various Shaktis which you can express with just connecting to the source, which is my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, because he will show you your way back to your highest self. He will show you what you are capable of if you drop the self-doubt, self-hatred and the self-denial. Reading with your physical eyes closed through the third eye is just one of the Shaktis that is manifested, that can be manifested by any human being. It's a very basic baby step into manifesting Shaktis. It is not an extraordinary Shakti, it's just a basic thing. You know, like how you get up in the morning and brush your teeth? Reading through your third eye is like that. Just wake up in the morning and, oh yeah, I can see through my third eye. Oh. Just imagine how you would feel, the confidence it will give you, the dignity it will give you, and the power it will give you. That you can be your good self and still live in this world. Only when every man's highest consciousness is awakened can the society and the country ever have a hope of living with good human beings, with human beings who care, where there is no corruption, when there is no rape, where there is no lawlessness, where we do not hurt each other even by a word, because I know who I am. The bullying, the trolling, the not troll, trolling, the all these are such inhumane, violent acts. Even just being sarcastic is a form of violence. Why will anybody be violent or sarcastic? It is a way to shield themselves from their either lack of knowledge or their own insecurity. Just think over it. Life need not be like this. Life need not be so powerless, where we are always hitting each other, knocking each other out, either by a sarcastic look or a word or being rude. We can have a world where everybody loves each other and cares for each other from the space of powerfulness, knowing that you don't need the other person for anything in your life. That is true liberation, and that will make you manifest the Shaktis. The source of all this is only one. Oneness with the Supreme Divine. Oneness with the cosmic oneness, cosmic consciousness. Oneness which can be awakened only by my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji. Swamiji will be able to awaken this in you because he is in the space of oneness. He is an enlightened being. Only someone who has it will be able to give it. Even if it's in a store, if the storekeeper does not have it, he is not going to be able to give it to me. If he wants to give it, he will have to go ask another storekeeper, which is diluting the whole my effort of trying to provide a better service. Here, Swamiji is sitting, waiting to just give you the extraordinary Shaktis, the ability to express your extraordinary Shakti inside of you, so you can live a better life, so you can have a better relationship, so you can face success the way you want, and you can define and live the life the way you want. If you have any questions about the Nityananda Sangha, about me or my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, please leave it in your comment box below, and I will be more than happy to respond to them, because Swamiji's taught us responsibility, enriching, not excluding, always including everybody into our lives. Thank you for watching. Nityanandam.